Hello, my loves. It's Lala Kent. Welcome back to my podcast with my ride or die Easton, my bro.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
I missed you this weekend.
I missed you as well. But it was fantastic to just get away. Like any of the weekends that I don't have ocean are going to be weekends that I go to Palm Springs.
Just to reset.
Reset and also just like have something to do. Because like it just...
Well, you obsess on not having her.
Yeah, even this far into it, like it's still not normal.
The house feels a little emptier.
Well, she's such a presence.
She makes her presence known.
Yeah, she certainly does. But what's weird is like, instead of it being like a Freaky Friday, I feel like it's like a Funky Wednesday today.
I agree with you. I didn't even wake up on the wrong side of the bed. I woke up not even in the bed, is how I feel.
Yeah, mentally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just kind of like wah, wah. And I can't exactly pinpoint why I'm feeling a little funky, a little off.
Like I want to laugh. I want to cry. I want to scream.
Me too.
I want to run. It's just so off, but I can't pinpoint it. So I'm just sitting here and accepting that today is
just an off
funky
day.
Yeah.
You know what's great about sobriety though, is in those moments you sit there and you're like, it's a funky day, but tomorrow is a new day. And even if it's still funky, like I know that it'll end. Right.
And the good thing about it is feeling every emotion and being able to compartmentalize it.
Totally.
And understand why you feel like that. And not just go, did I drink too much last night? Did I do this? Did I do that? No. I'm having an off day. And that's okay.
I love that.
Right?
Yeah.
But I will say, I think I know why, because it's always around this time. With Dad's birthday.
Totally. How are you feeling about that, by the way? We celebrated his birthday last week.
It's tough.
We all had a good cry.
Yeah. Like this month is tough. Like March into April, into his death date.
Yeah.
And I think I just am overthinking everything. And so it's difficult for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not sleeping well. I have no drive right now, and I don't know why. But
well, it sounds like you do know why.
Well, yeah, but I got to figure out how I can find that drive in this time.
Well, it's 7 years since we've seen him on his birthday, and his 7-year, the anniversary of his passing will be April 21st. Is this something like you and I have spoken because you have a lot of guilt, but you also you found Dad.
Yes.
Is there a version, and now you're fully sober, where maybe on the anniversary of his passing, like you could write him something or we could go do something to kind of
I really liked
release?
The idea that you had.
Okay.
And I remember I think we spoke about it on the podcast, but like going and writing and then either letting it go or burning it. I can't remember which one it was.
Whatever you feel.
But I liked the idea of getting it out.
I think
so on that anniversary of his death date, that is something that I am going to do.
Okay.
But I will say from last year until this year, like being sober, like think of everything that I was doing. I was going from my place to your place at 3 a.m. I was going through it all because it's not even like this month. It's also the last time I saw him through these months.
Right.
That I really fucking think about.
Oh, TT.
And it hurts. And it's just a hard time, but I'm grateful that I have the people that I have, the meetings that I have, because I can now sit in bed and not feel anxiety to run.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for that. And I know that this is a tough one, but I'm excited to see how much progress I make for next year.
Yeah.
And to see how proud I can make him.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you for letting me cry. But yeah, it's been a tough couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That's just going to be tough for another couple. But it's,
I love you.
Just lost a half of me,
Yeah, and I don't think that that's ever going to change.
No, and I say that when in my meetings, when people say like I lost him, my dad 20 years ago. It doesn't matter if you lost him 2 weeks, 20 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
You lost something that made you who you were.
Yeah.
And it's hard to put that back together without him.
Yeah.
And I'm always like on a hiccup of like, am I making the right decision? I want to ask him, but it's hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a funky day. It's been a funky month.
I think with you, but I'm always a firm believer of like not denying yourself emotions when you're going through something. It's important to be able to pinpoint it, and sometimes you can't. Sometimes, well, today we were talking about it being a funky day, and you just were able to pinpoint why, and to try and deny yourself why you feel a certain way is just not healthy or productive, and I find that's when explosions happen.
And that's where I thank my higher power, I'm sober.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you have the tools, you're gaining new tools. On a happy note, though, on Dad's birthday, Logan texted me and was like, "Happy birthday to your dad. I feel like it was just yesterday that we took him to High for his birthday and Warren G performed." And I was like, "Oh my God, that did happen."
There's been a lot of things, and like I really did like. I'm trying to think of the word. I've forgotten all about that.
Well, yeah, a lot of time passes and a lot of things happen in your life.
Well, like it's almost like I blacked them out. Like with Dad, but even in Vegas, think of all of those things that we made him do.
My poor father. Okay, when I performed with James Kennedy in Vegas, just by the way, when we were going through videos, we went to Beverly Glen Deli to celebrate my dad, and Ocean knows Poppy, which is what she called my dad. And it's weird because they've never met, and I do think my own belief is that my dad met Ocean before I did. But she knows him. And when I said we're going to go celebrate Poppy's birthday, we get to the restaurant. She goes, "Where's Poppy? When's he going to be here?" And so then we have to explain. But there are moments that she'll lay in bed and say, "I just really miss Poppy, Mom." And it makes my heart so warm.
Oh,
and
she's a treasure.
It's so cute. But we're sitting at the deli, and Mom's going through videos of my dad, and I am
it's gold. I'll post them for you guys.
No. It's a moment that I've spoken about many times where I was going to do a champagne shower, and instead, because I didn't know how to do it, I just dumped the bottle of champagne on my head.
A 10-second dump.
Let me tell you something. If I ever hit a point of like, I can just have one, watch that video, I will stay sober the rest of my life. It is so mortifying. I'm not over it. I still will watch it and have the worst embarrassment of my life.
Like it just
happened.
You have to leave the room. Like, okay, have a good one.
How do I unzip my whole self so I don't have any of this person that I used to be attached to me?
Where is the nearest box I can climb into and just fetal position?
Never leave. It's mortifying. So that did make me happy when Logan said that, because Warren G performed and wished Dad happy birthday. And my dad's sitting in a booth having red wine, probably wondering, why the fuck would my kids bring me here?
Why didn't they ask what I wanted to do for my birthday?
Well, we fed him sushi before. That was fun.
Don't forget the other birthday that he had.
What one was that?
When you and Mom got into it, and then at Shutters.
Oh, and he got so wasted,
schnockered.
He couldn't even get to his own birthday party, his own birthday dinner. We left him, went to Nobu ourselves.
We left him on the patio.
Yeah.
With a blanket on him.
And then when we got home, I put him into bed and made him, I put Seinfeld on and I made him Campbell's.
Chunky?
No, I wish. I wasn't that legit at that time. I made him Campbell's tomato soup with Ritz crackers. That was his birthday dinner. Oh my hell. What I do love about this time coming around is we always get a good cry in, but it's always a moment that we kind of remember all of these things that we somehow forgot in all the incredible memories that we had with Dad. So I don't know. R.I.P. man.
R.I.P.
Rest easy, homie. I hope you're sipping all the red wine in the world with no hangover
at all.
With your tiny little pocket-sized Chihuahua. Well, they're all pocket-sized. But
Little Dior.
Little Dior. Chocolate brown with caramel
eyebrows.
And
shoes.
Breath that smells like roses rather than roadkill. Not my dad, the dog. The dog. Those little dogs, once they start kind of like getting to the point of passing away, their breath kicks.
Give Them Lala is sponsored by Gtify. It is exhausting being a single mom of 2 girls. I am tired all the time, but it is the best kind of tired, and I wouldn't change it for 1 second. So here's one way I deal now. I give my poor feet a little love, self-care, and a lot of style, obviously, with Gtify sneakers. Gtify sent me a pair to try. I am not sure I've taken them off since I got them. They are so comfortable and so supportive. This has to be what it feels like to walk on clouds. Gtify's patented Verso Shock technology helps absorb shock and reduce stress on joints. They're perfect for chasing around kids, perfect for running errands, perfect for working out, perfect for laying in bed watching Housewives. Don't judge. You won't take them off either, I promise. It's style and comfort in one shoe, and there's a pair for everyone. So if you're wanting to treat your feet and yourself to a little something to help deal with occasional foot pain and back pain, or maybe you just want to up your sneaker game, Gtify is where it's at. And I'm going to hook you up with a deal too. Text Lala to 91888 for 30% off orders over $120. Or go to gtify.com and use code LALA for 30% off orders over $120. That's gtify.com and use code LALA or text Lala to 91888. You'll thank me later. Message and data rates may apply.
Back to Palm Springs, now that we've, spilled a little non-alcoholic liquor for my father. Easton stayed home. Did you have a good time staying home? You've had all the time off in the world.
It's been, I miss you guys. It's been nice.
You don't have to miss us, by the way.
No, I do. I miss you guys. You guys are like my homies, my best friends.
Two sides of the coin. Miss them, but I'm all right.
No, it's. I'll say this. It's nice to miss you.
Yeah.
It feels nice to miss you.
Well, they don't say absence makes the heart grow fonder for nothing.
Right.
That's why I'm a firm believer in long distance relationships. Don't live anywhere near me because I will always miss you.
Yeah. And then you're going to grow fonder of me. But yeah, we had some friends over and just hung out.
Hot tub?
We did not hot tub.
Did you watch White Lotus?
We White Lotused.
Did you or did your
I
friends?
did not. My friends did. I have said it. I usually wait so I can binge it, but I won't lie. I may have to binge the first 7 episodes.
Yeah.
And be caught up for the last.
Finale is coming up this Sunday.
Yes, then I'm doing it.
And we are watching as a household.
Yes.
Okay.
I will catch up.
Perfect. We're going to talk about White Lotus at the end of this episode because I asked people who they think the killer is.
See,
I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm involved in all the conversations though, so it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of know what's going on.
I know what's going on.
You know the characters.
Yeah, I know the characters, things like that. So I know what's going on. I just haven't seen it, but.
All right. Well, save your thoughts for the very end. So in Palm Springs, let me tell you, I learned that Sosa is terrified of the word yay. You guys, every time Mom and I would go, yay, I'm trying to teach her how to clap. And it's kind of freaking me out because we're coming close to her being 7 months. And I remember Ocean on her 7-month birthday. She learned to clap. And I'm like, I don't know if Sosa's going to clap. And now I'm starting to compare the two. And it's freaking me out. I don't want to compare my kids. But I'm like, wait, Sosa is sometimes really not into eating food. She wants the bub. It's really a hit or miss. Ocean gave me no issue. Ocean could kind of clap. I mean, we're not exactly on 7 months yet, but I am comparing the two. Ocean didn't scream bloody murder when I said yay. Literally, you watched it when we came home.
Just did it and she screamed bloody murder.
You go, yay, and clap, and her face immediately goes into that filter that people used to do, the crying baby.
Not pretty.
No. Watch
She's
your
gorgeous.
tongue. Watch your freaking tongue. So, we just got to get Sosa to kind of
clap,
but also she's very sensitive.
She's you.
Very sensitive.
She's you.
And I'm freaking out about it. We also went to a Jewish deli called Sherman's. Have you been? Probably not.
No. Is it in Palm Springs?
You guys, this deli. Oh my gosh. I had latkes. Do you know what that is?
No.
A potato that's crispy on the outside.
Okay.
It was so good, but I have to tell you, whenever I travel, it doesn't matter by car, by train, plane, or automobile. It does not matter. I get backed up. This food made me
You need some prune
skinny.
juice, kid.
No, I need latkes.
Oh, did it go right through you?
Oh my God.
Oh, like an Ollie or whatever it is from
An
Starbucks.
Oleato.
An Oleato.
Which is my favorite kind of Starbucks.
You should have an Oleato
Yeah?
with the latkes.
Oh, honey.
You may have to eat
for
it.
Me.
Oh, yeah, you may have to eat it
What
on
baby?
the toilet.
Yeah, probably.
Bite, swallow, through.
Trigger warning, trigger warning. We also went to this new vintage place in Palm Springs called Market Market.
Yes, we have to go.
Dude,
I heard too many good things.
It's massive. And it also is like basically like a curated vintage store. I got this polo sweatsuit that was tie-dyed by some designer. So chic. There was a suit jacket that I really wanted. It was like number 2 of 4. I couldn't justify spending $1,000 on it. I don't know.
2 of 4? I mean, that's kind of crazy.
I know.
That's like a piece
Did I mess up by not buying it? It's by Candace Held. That was the designer.
I mean, 2 of 4 pieces, even if you were to buy it, not even wear it, I feel like that piece
It
would be
was-
something even in another decade or something, like it would speak volumes.
Super oversized.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to drive back down and get it. It was really cool. It was so
Do you
good.
know anyone that lives there?
You would think, but I tend to keep to myself.
4 walls.
4 walls. Easton.
Yeah.
You made a note in here, Heston James, TikToker. What is
Heston
that?
James. He's a TikToker and he's just been going around and I don't know why it's on my For You page. He's like 19 years old. I get it. I'm 32. I like to watch kids doing fun things and wish I was that age again.
What fun things does he do?
He went into a store and he just screams bloody murder like it sounds like a girl. She's like, "Oh my God, help!" And then he leaves the aisle, and then people are starting to like, "Where is she?" And not only
Oh, they think it's a woman? It's like you, when you used to scream, Dad used to call you Irene.
And not only that, but what's so funny is like, he'll then go, "I think I heard it from over here."
Oh, he
So then
participates in the finding.
participates, but not only that, it gets better. He has dedicated screamers that hide throughout the store. So while he's helping them find the non-existent screamer, his friends are screaming from different areas, and he's helping. And everybody in the store is just frantic.
Why is that so genius and hysterical?
It's so funny. It's something that I would never do, and I don't want to even be a part of in the store, but I love watching it on my phone. So Heston James, thank you for making...
Just picture the people frantically trying to find the person.
It sounded like she was over here. And then like the other guy goes, "Fuck!" And they go, "Oh no!" And then they're going to the other side, and like there's this one girl, and she's like, "She's hiding. I know she's hiding, but we gotta find her."
Oh no.
So if you are bored and 32 and want to act like you're
start screaming bloody murder in the middle of
Heston
Home Depot.
James on TikTok is a good get out of reality for a minute.
That is so funny. Can I tell you, there's so many times that I sit here and I'm like, why am I posting stories? I should be posting more TikToks, because that like Gabby Windy or whatever, is it Windy, our favorite reality star ever from Traders. She makes the funniest videos, and it's not like they're like scripted or a lot of, maybe they're, when I say scripted, it's not like she puts a lot of time and effort. It's like poetic, right? She's like, right now I can't work because I'm on my period. And tomorrow I'm not going to be able to work either because I'm on my period. And then she just posts it. And like, they're so funny. I'm like, maybe I should start doing that.
Well, think of your send it to Daryl.
Yeah,
No
when you're a
script,
little
no nothing, you're
when you're a
just
little
talking.
unhinged, today would have been the perfect time to do that. Just going the fuck off for no reason.
Well, it's not too late.
You know, I think I'll do a video today about how I did 2 nights of Retin-A that I got in Mexico, and my skin is peeling off in sheets. Can you tell?
No, it looks
Really?
good though. Your skin looks good.
You should have seen me in Palm Springs. I had a hat on that had a brim about this big, because when you use Retin-A,
You can't get in the sun.
no, it makes your skin worse. You burn easily. Like literally, I told Nick and Joe, don't get too close, because what you're gonna see is very
You might
unappealing.
throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it looks good. I wouldn't notice that you did anything, honestly.
I just needed like a little bit of a refresh.
Maybe I need one.
Yeah, you
I
could
need a
benefit.
shave.
You know, you
need
can
to do a
only
lot.
get this Retin-A
in Mexico?
Well,
It's not FDA approved?
I'm not quite sure. I think it's very potent. So like they'll use small bits of it in certain skincare, but this is like the tube is Retin-A.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is 5-star.
Well, your skin is looking magnifico.
Oh, tonight I'm going to take a Gillette razor to it. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take a Gillette razor to this.
And for those of you who have never tried using a Gillette razor on your face, please do it with caution because you could lose an eyebrow if you're not careful.
Remember when I did that on accident?
Wait. Easton took a razor to his non-existent unibrow. There were like a couple hairs.
I looked like a cartoon character. And there's no hiding that.
I forgot about that.
I was learning.
I remember looking at you and being like, something's different.
Yeah, my eyebrows are about 3 inches apart. The fuck?
That is so funny. By the way, I learned that Benny Blanco plugged his unibrow recently.
Oh.
Good move.
I mean, Skid Row to...
I don't know. I actually really like him. I saw him on Good
Benny
Morning
Blanco,
America with
that's who I want to be.
Selena Gomez, and he was so fun. He has really tiny hands, but still very fun.
No, Benny
He seems
Blanco,
cool.
I make fun of him saying Skid Row, but if I ever had his money, that is who I'd be.
Just cool as fuck?
Yeah, like who cares? I don't give a fuck. Like
I
hopping
didn't
out
realize
of a
how
Lamborghini.
many bangers he had.
Without him, we would be deprived great music.
Benny Blanco's making bangers again.
I know. Yeah, Benny.
Also, funny memory about you. When I was at Sherman's in Palm Springs, they had like a giant bowl full of those creamers in the little plastic things. And it reminded me of you. You guys, Easton, we would go to a place called D's.
D's
in
nuts.
Salt Lake.
No,
just called D's. It was a diner. And Easton would drink all the little creamers.
And my dad would fucking lose his shit.
Well, because it's so unnecessary for you to go through 35 mini creamers. Just get a glass of milk.
The creamer hit different.
Get a glass of creamer. We don't care.
No, it tastes better out of that little plastic thing after you peel the little paper back. Let me know if your kids have the addiction as well. It was real.
It was real.
My dad, you're drinking all the fucking creamer. I'm not going to have any for my coffee.
He never said the F word.
No,
you added that.
ad-lib.
How many times have you guys heard me talk about financial independence and making sure you're good in case something happens? You want to be able to take care of yourself and take care of your babies. Well, when you open a Chime checking account, you're one step closer to a better financial future. A Chime checking account has no maintenance fees, and it has fee-free overdraft up to $200. Just set up qualifying direct deposits, sign up for Spot Me, and Chime will spot you up to $200 if you go over your balance. To date, Chime has helped spot members over $30 billion. Plus, you can qualify to get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. And if you ever want access to your pay before payday, you can use My Pay to get up to $500 of your pay with no mandatory fees or interest for those who qualify. Make progress towards a better financial future with Chime. Open your account in about 2 minutes at chime.com/Lala. That's chime.com/Lala. Chime. Feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. or Stride Bank, N.A. Members FDIC. Spot Me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Fees apply at out-of-network ATMs. My Pay eligibility requirements apply. Credit limits range from $20 to $500. $2 fee applies to get funds instantly. Chime checking account required. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.
Sean Kingston, did you see this news? Mom sent it to me. And I was
I think he's been going through this lawsuit for like a year or something.
That's it?
Well, I mean.
Yeah, committed wire fraud between April 2023 and March 2024.
Yeah.
And
guilty.
All I can think about is damn all you beautiful things. I don't want to pay for shit.
You also saw him slam his jet ski into it like a wall, right?
Not Sean
This was
Kingston.
a long time ago.
Let me tell you.
But every time I think of Sean Kingston, I just picture his big ass on a jet ski slamming into a wall.
Ocean loves Sean Kingston.
Old Sean Kingston.
Like the very first Beautiful Girls.
Yeah.
She watches that music video a
What
lot.
other ones? He had Beautiful Girls and what else?
I truly can't remember any others.
No, there's bangers
But
all
by the
over.
way, he and his mom were found guilty of fraudulently obtaining luxury watches and cars. Their state charges Sean Kingston and his mom committed $1 million in fraud and theft. Sean Kingston used celebrity status in fraud, never paid for cars and jewelry. How does it happen? You guys, a little someone I used to know had like so many hundreds of thousands exactly. So many hundreds of thousands in unpaid private jets. And I'm like, if I tried to board a private plane and hadn't paid, they wouldn't take off. If I didn't pay for a car, they wouldn't give it to me. How are you not paying for cars and jewelry? I don't get it. How do you get so lucky to be like, I'll pay for it later? And they're like, all right,
Okay.
sounds good.
On
what planet? And by the way,
his
I actually
celebrity
would
status.
pay for it later. Like if I said I'll pay you later, I would. But I'm never given the chance.
We don't give the opportunity to pay back.
We don't get the option to pay later. Pay now or it ain't yours. According to the mother and sons. What is this? I screenshot
You'll get it.
this.
I'm proud of you.
According to the mother and son's July indictment, the duo conspired to commit wire fraud between April 2023 and March 2024. In other words, they showed intent to defraud and to obtain money and property by means of materially false and fraudulent pretenses, representation, and promises. You know what that's called, Easton? A liar.
It's called fraud.
Isn't there a song about this? Oh, yeah. They used to sing Sandoval's a liar. We'll say Sean Kingston's a liar. Sean Kingston's a liar.
What's his mother's name? We gotta add her into the mix.
Oh, I don't want to drag his mom.
All right.
I don't want to drag his
mother's
mom.
idea.
But like, what a weird thing to be like, hey, mom, should we just like go defraud people?
I have a feeling it was the mother's idea.
Oh, you think she used his celebrity
I think
status?
she was like, we could, yeah.
Makes me very sad. And like, I wonder who they're defrauding. Is it like Jacob the jeweler? And what kind of cars? We talking Kias or are we talking Lambos?
I'm going to say Lambos and Raris.
Really?
I think he could maybe get a Kia.
Let's see how much Sean Kingston is worth.
I don't trust those ever.
Oh, you don't think that they're real?
No, not really.
Well, I mean, they base it off of like, okay. It says approximately 400,000. Yeah, it's a stark contrast to the lifestyle he often portrayed on social media. Well, duh, welcome to real life. Most people do that, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
The next thing I want to touch on, we spoke a little bit about Teresa Giudice and Louis and their IRS situation happening. Gia Giudice dropped out of law school and she just launched her podcast. It's called Casual Chaos. Let me say this before we go any further. I love Gia Giudice. I love Teresa Giudice. I think what's happening is very unfortunate. I think that there's obviously something going on or there would be nothing to write about, right? And you have to be careful when you're dealing with the IRS. Like, you want to make sure that you don't say or do anything to like piss them off further.
Yeah.
She has a new episode that dropped over the weekend. And obviously she's going to downplay the whole thing with her mom and Louis, right? And the $3 million in tax liens. Same. If my mom had something like that come out, you bet your ass I'm going to defend my mom. But she said, my mom has been the sole provider for me and my sister since the minute my dad left for prison. The second my mom got home from jail, she's been working her ass off to make sure my sisters and I live a stable life and that my family is financially stable. My mom has everything under control and there is nothing to worry about. A lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people, I've seen that some people are saying she dropped out of law school because maybe they couldn't afford it. Honestly, I think
She wanted to get a taste of what law school was like. She probably entered it and thought, you know what, maybe this isn't something I wanted to do, and I'm dropping out. People are so
what I think.
quick to reach about money, or you weren't smart enough, or this or that, and it's like, you have to try something to know if you like it or not.
Yeah.
She tried going to law school. She, in my opinion, is smart enough to go through it and graduate.
Yeah.
But why do all of that if you're really like, I don't know if I actually do love this? She tried it, wasn't for her. She is now doing something else.
Yeah, and maybe she likes to be, she's been in the public eye since she was a young child. And maybe she's like, this just speaks to my soul. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer, but I actually don't. I'd actually rather be more of a creative.
Yeah.
And why spend any more time and money, not saying that she can or cannot afford it. I fully believe she can afford to pay for law school. But it's like, why would I waste resources when I don't even know that I really want to do this for the rest of my life?
She got her taste. She said, I don't like it. It's up to her to do her whatever she wants.
And you guys, there's so many times I sit there and I'm like, I totally want to be a lawyer. And then I'm like, you're dealing with multiple cases at a time, and once one ends, you've got like 10 more. It sounds exhausting and hard.
Yeah, that's why I just want to be a detective.
Oh yeah, I could deal with detective.
Because then once you get them, then it's, you get your lawyer, your attorney, you get going. I got him. Here you go. You get the...
Well, the detective is more boots on the ground.
Yeah, the detective is, okay.
The lawyer is more of like paper. How do I paper this properly? Yeah.
So the detective will go in and say, hey, we're detaining you, da-da-da. Now we have you. And then they go, you have a right to an attorney, or a lawyer.
But by the way, the amount of people who forget to read the Miranda rights and people get off on a technicality is bullshit.
I think we need to make it shorter.
What do you mean?
You have the right to remain silent. That's it. That's all we need to say. There's your Miranda right.
You have the right to be quiet. If you say anything right now, we're going to use it against you. If you can't afford an attorney, the state will get you one. We good here? Get in the back of the fucking car.
Yes. That's how I look at it.
I just rewrote the Miranda rights. Much more up to date, too. Once you throw fuck word in there, modern. It's a modern day Miranda, right?
Give Them Lala is sponsored by DraftKings. The Great Rewards Hunt is on, so join the adventure with DraftKings Casino. For fun seekers, follow the trail to huge jackpots, weekly bonuses, and exclusive games. Plus, new players can get their losses back up to $1,000 in casino credits on their first day. Just sign up with code GiveThemLala and start playing to get up to $1,000 in casino credits. Back with a minimum $5 net loss. Only on DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Lost back for 24 hours up to $1,000 in non-withdrawable casino credits that expire in 168 hours. Terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos.
I've been watching American Primeval.
Aren't you glad I said something?
Directed by Pete Berg, who does really great work. It is shot beautifully. So I don't want to botch what it's about because I'm the worst explainer on the planet.
So go give it a view.
I highly recommend it if you haven't watched it. It's on Netflix. And I was wondering, I'm like, okay, obviously it's not a true story, but this really happened, right?
Yes.
So American Primeval is based on a true story specifically inspired by the 1857 Mountain Meadows Massacre, a real event during the Utah War, through the characters and narratives. Not through.
Oh.
Though the characters and narratives are fictionalized. If you have not watched this, it's a limited series. It's only 6 episodes. It is from episode 1.
Start to finish. I'm only on 3. You guys beat me, I'm guessing.
I'm on my last episode.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
It is a chef's kiss. And by the way, I don't think Taylor Kitsch is that hot, but he is so fucking hot in this show.
In that movie? Or in the show, yeah.
Television show. Yes. Beyond sexy. And then I looked him up and I was like,
You need to
I
play
like
that
him
role
better.
in real
You
life.
need to look like you're living in 1857 forever because
you really
you
look hot as Mountain Man.
You slap hard. Truly, especially when he speaks Shoshone. What a panty dropper.
Moving on.
Moving on. Anyway, that's what I would say if you guys haven't watched. Get on it. Also, over the weekend in Housewife news, which is my favorite.
We like a good housewife news.
Yeah.
Is it good news?
It's great news.
Oh, that's what we want.
Erin, I think you say it Leachy. Yeah.
That sounds right to me.
She welcomed a baby boy who has so much hair.
Do you have a picture?
He's so gorgeous. And he's so tiny. This is her 4th baby. You guys, how do people have 4 babies? I guess you wait until they get older.
Yeah.
To decide if you're going to have another.
But how fun. 4 kids. That's perfect. No one's left out.
I mean, yes, you have to have, and you don't have like the middle child syndrome.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
I don't know how old her kids are, but even when you get older, it's just nice to have
3.
the 4.
I think having 4 too. And I always go back to what Mom said of like when you go to Disneyland, everyone has a friend to go on a ride with. When you go and get a hotel room, you can do it in like twosies. I always think having an odd number is kind of hard.
It just throws a wrench in everything.
And can I tell you how I feel too?
What?
If you have 3 kids, what's one more? Have a 4th. If you decide to have 5 kids, what's one more? Have a 6th. But then you may start forgetting their names. You okay?
Yeah, that
Make you
6
nervous?
kids. Oh my God.
That was like most of Utah.
It's all of Utah. If you didn't have 6 kids, you were doing something wrong.
Well, can I tell you this? According to Chapel Roan, she doesn't know any happy parents.
Oh, Chapel.
She said, all of my friends who have kids are in hell.
God, she's right.
I actually don't know anyone who is like happy and has children at this age. Okay, so she saved herself, meaning at 27. I have literally not met anyone who is happy, anyone who has light in their eyes, anyone who has slept. This is not looking too good. Alex Cooper responded, meaning like she doesn't know if she'll be having kids. I don't know about all that. However, we talk about this all the time, and I'm like, if you choose to have kids with someone, your marriage is never going to last.
Yeah. But I mean, it's very different, I think, from her point of view. Yeah,
why?
You're writing music, you're going on tour, you're doing this and that. Like, of course, you're not going to put yourself in the shoes of, somebody in Idaho who
But she's saying her friends. She's looking at her own friends, being like, none of them look happy.
That's because they're her friends, and they all wish they were her. I wouldn't be happy either. No, I'm just kidding.
Me personally, I think you're missing. If you really, really don't want children, then you shouldn't have them because your whole life does change. But I personally, now that I have my 2 kids, do not know what my life would be without them.
Let me put it this way as well. A buddy of mine that's in Utah, his brother got married. They've been married for, I want to say, 7 years, maybe even 10. They weren't going to have kids. They even said it. They do very well. They're both pharmacists, and they were like, we want to travel. We want to take care of ourselves. We want to do this. So they've been doing that. They travel unreal places. They've gone everywhere.
Okay.
Now they're pregnant. And they were against it.
Wait, it was an oopsie?
No, they tried. They were like, they were like, we don't want kids. We don't want any of that. They
lived their life.
They lived their life, and they were like, honestly, we've done everything that we've now wanted to do. Let's have a kid.
And now they're pregnant.
And now they're pregnant, and
do they know what they're having?
I didn't ask.
Wow, that's like my most favorite thing to find out.
Well, my buddy he's also pregnant with his, so I was more involved in his. And then he told me his brother is also pregnant. Yeah.
Wait, is this Doherty's brother?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Jeremy, yeah.
How fun. They're going to be having like babies together.
Yeah, they have babies together.
At the same time?
At the same time. So, yeah, but like it's just funny that you don't want kids. And now they're even talking about like, well, what's 2? Like, and they're not even, they
Two
don't even have
is
the other one out.
so easy. Let me tell you, every time I go out to a restaurant, Sosa is so chill until they put the plate of food in front of me, and that's when she decides to be unchill. It is so much easier when we all go out, including Ocean, because I'll say to Ocean, can you please entertain your sister? And she goes over and does like goo goo ga, like all her faces.
Yeah.
And I get to eat in peace.
Yeah.
Having two is awesome. It's like a built-in.
It's like two dogs.
Babies, yes, they entertain
play with
each other.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think 27 is really, really young to be asking someone who has just started their career, who's just won a Grammy, about children.
Yes.
Right? Christina Hack. Do you know who that is?
No.
She was married to... Mom, what's that guy's name? They had that show together. Tarek, is that his name? Oh, yeah, Tarek. It's his ex-wife. And now he's married to a really cute girl who used to be on Selling Sunset. And... Christina's his ex-wife. Right, yeah. Oh, my God. Christina, my God, is his ex-wife. And they've approached her, Bravo has, to be on Real Housewives of Orange County. So she's on HGTV.
Yes.
I would die to have her on. And guess what? She has a TV show with her ex-husband and the new wife. They've got like a good little thing going on a TV show.
Yeah,
and
but
like,
that's great. But like you just said, they've got a great thing going. Why move? Why dip your toes into such...
to appease the Bravo fan base like me. What do you mean?
So your happiness means nothing to all of us. Get the fuck on the show.
That's not true. Your happiness means everything to us. But
we want to see it on the show.
Yeah. I mean, there's just something about watching beautiful women, but she's very successful. And she also has like a modern day family with her ex-husband. Well, she's got like a couple ex-husbands, I think, and has a baby with one of the guys, but they're not in a good place. But Tarek, the original ex-husband and the original father of her children, they have a really cool thing going. And I really would be interested to like watch. Yeah, because when you watch HGTV, everyone knows, okay, these are the hosts, but like the real thing we're focused on is their talent for building and, you know, creating homes.
It could add another thing to the show as well.
Yeah, like I'm trying to watch you in your real life.
Yeah, designing, building. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I think that too. I'll back it up.
Oh, the biggest news of the freaking weekend. MGK and Megan Fox welcomed their baby. A lot of baby news happening.
That?
Yeah. How did I forget that?
I don't know.
And he said
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a little girl, and MGK refers to the baby as a celestial seed. Do you know what that means, Easton?
No, tell me.
I'm going to read it to you. What does celestial seed mean?
I have a feeling it's something...
It's cool. No, it's actually really cool. It says, something of divine or cosmic origin or a concept that suggests a potential for new life or creation. So that's what he posted. Like he's sitting there and he's like rubbing the baby's little hands and the fingers. I don't think that they're back together, but sources, who's the source really? We don't know. Right?
Anybody.
Like a PR person.
Somebody who saw something, wrote it, and someone
who wants like a few $1,000 to like give the inside scoop. That even though they're not together and Megan Fox can't deal with him, that she obviously wants him to have a large presence in the new baby's life. So we'll see what happens. He is sober.
Yeah. No, I mean, good for them. Good for him.
I just think having babies with just like baby daddies is so hard because then I'm not in the music world, but I feel like it would be really, really hard to be like on tour and working out a custody schedule.
I mean,
right?
Yeah, I feel like custody that looks very different with both of them and both of their lives. You know, like what if she's doing a movie and she has to go for 2 months and
you know the difference though?
She's like, I want the baby for only a month and I need this month. Okay, I'll take, like,
well, they're
how
both going to have
crazy.
full-time help, but when a mom actually gives birth, like they take a chunk of time off because their body has to repair. And, the dude, once the baby's born and throughout the pregnancy, can go do whatever the fuck he wants. So, of course, the baby's going to stay with the mom for a certain period of time.
Yeah.
Because they have to. And the mom needs to, like, recoup and get her vavoon back. Meaning, that's...
And the
you're
baby
wearing
needs
a
mama
diaper
time.
for, like, 6 weeks.
Oh, yum.
It's, like, a lot.
Depends.
It depends if it's a lot or you wear depends. Yes, you wear depends.
Wearing depends. You're depending on depends.
That's absolutely correct. Also, Justin Bieber posted his, like, it was like one of those shots where it takes a picture of the front and you. Does that make sense?
No. Let me see.
Remember how it was like an app where it was like, take a picture of what you're doing right now. And it's like, you take the picture and it takes a picture of you and takes a picture of what you're doing.
Yeah, it's, I can't remember what the app is called, but.
Well, it looks like that. And it's the tiniest top of Jack Blue's head. And then face like a selfie shot of Justin Bieber. Maybe he's giving the baby a bath. People are worried about him right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all just got to keep him in prayers. It's like I said, me crying right now, going through what I'm going through this month. It always is going to happen. And now you have P. Diddy going through everything that he's going through. Justin Bieber is reliving everything that he tried to get over. You get, think of that. They're probably talking to him. Do you remember anything? They're building a case on this man.
I know.
So who knows what Justin Bieber is having to relate back, what he's having to remember.
Yeah, it's like you're going through the trauma and
all
the
over
PTSD on top of feeling like a caged animal where you're like, I just want to like be stressed and
then you feel judged by everybody because of
everyone
what
being
happened.
Like, what's wrong? We're so worried about him.
And it's like, just keep him close and in your prayers because he's going through a whole bunch of mental shit, and I know that.
How do you feel about Hailey Bieber? I was going through this like weird Instagram page of how like Hailey Bieber and Kendall Jenner were so mean to Selena Gomez. And I'm like, was this something that was real or did the media build it up for us to have something to buy into and talk about? Like Landon was saying that Gomez got a G tattoo and then like within a week, Hailey Bieber got a G tattoo. And it was like this weird...
What does the G stand for?
Well, for Selena Gomez, I would assume Gomez.
Yeah.
For Bieber, Hailey Bieber, I'm not quite sure. What was her last name before that?
Baldwin.
No. Makes no
It's went
damn
B to B.
sense.
So
like, I don't know if that beef was real, but I feel like Hailey Bieber gives off like a very calming presence.
I was going to say, I don't know a lot about their relationship, but like for him and just like seeing the little videos that I've seen of like him going through anxiety and like just staring off into space while in a conversation with people with Hailey, and Hailey's like rubbing his hand or his back and just like keeping a conversation and like
trying to keep him calm. I know.
Soothing him. So I've seen a lot of videos of her like soothing Justin, making sure that he's all right. And I think she's good for him. But like I said, I don't know what the fuck. Could be bad.
No, we're just sitting here looking at headlines
just like
and
everybody else.
Creating a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just up here in the nosebleeds writing down what we think.
That looks good.
Creating conversation. This is called gossiping. But gossiping is another way of spreading news.
We're gossiping.
That's hello.
But yes.
I'm watching American Primeval right now, and how do you think people know what the is going on? Gossip.
But do we think Justin Bieber was meant to be with Selena Gomez?
No, I think Selena Gomez was... No, I think if they were meant to be, the universe would have made it happen.
I don't know.
The universe put them together, did what it intended to do, and now they've moved on, and she's with Benny Blanco.
The Blanc. The big old Blanc. That sexy bastard.
Who's so
Call me
fun.
Benny.
Who's so fun.
I'm not kidding you. His videos of cooking, if you haven't seen him on TikTok, another good get out of reality. He just goes, he'll like get in and he goes, got up.
Smoked a bowl?
And he'll just do that. Got up and I let's make some food. And then he'll just start cutting shit up. I'm like, this fucking guy.
Oh, he had like a cooking channel for
yeah,
a
he has
sec,
a
right?
cooking,
Or
like a
talk
cookbook.
or whatever.
Yeah, and like all of it is...
Is it for stoners?
I would say yes, but not even for stoners because it's just like basic shit. I'm lazy. My taste buds don't need authentic shit going on.
No,
I just need food to survive, and that's what his I felt like was like very simple, very easy, good.
No, I'm a foodie.
Yeah,
I like
we know.
going to Oyster Hour. By the way, I went to Wood and Water, and we got 24 oysters. You got a mocktail. Landon and his friend got 2 cocktails each. You got a short rib taco. I got an ahi taco. They got halibut tacos. $185. White Lotus episode 7 aired on Sunday. It was...
Give me the goods.
It's so good. It's so freaking weird. Originally, I thought that the family from North Carolina, Parker Posey, I don't know the actor's name, the husband of Parker Posey, Tim, they've got 2 boys, Saxon, and I think it's Lockton. They call him Locke.
Okay.
And then Piper. And when they first arrive, I'm like, these people are freaking weird. Like, there's something really weird about this. Well, they do end up hooking up, the brother and the 2 brothers in this family. They don't remember because they took drugs. And they're so disgusted in themselves. Now, I don't know what the finale is going to bring. However, I have gone in circles about who is going to be the one who commits the crime and shoots up the joint. I think Gary, who was married in last season to our favorite person ever, Jennifer Coolidge.
The bald guy.
Yeah, and the only reason she really died, you guys, was because she didn't take her heels off to get on the boat. Right? They attempted to kill her, but she was like definitely getting away.
Too many people liked her.
Yes.
But she had to go, and what a great way to go on killing herself.
Accidentally.
Yes.
Because of the hills.
That's why I don't wear them.
I think he's too obvious. I really think he's too obvious. I originally, from the jump, thought Guy Talk, who's the security guy.
Do you not think it's going to be maybe one of the girls in the group of 3 getting a little unhinged? I haven't seen anything.
No,
I
just don't think there's anything that would make sense to have them become any of them become so unhinged that they shoot up the joint. Now, I'm trying to remember how many shots were fired episode 1. Because if it is indeed the dad or the 2 brothers in the Southern family, and it's a murder-suicide, that would have been 5 shots. But I think it was more than that. I think it was way more than that. Can I tell you Nick's theory? And then we'll get into what people are saying. Nick thinks it's the monkeys. That the monkeys a monkey gets a hold of the gun.
I could see it.
Because they're showing the monkeys a lot.
I could see it just because it's so left field that no one would ever think about it.
Well, guess what? I originally was like, Nick, you are the only person on the planet who thinks that it's the frickin' monkeys, all right? Not true at all. I asked my friends and followers.
Were they monkey riddled too?
Oh my gosh. So many people were like, monkeys. The monkeys. My husband has a theory it's the monkeys. I think he's up in the night. Like, I was like, oh my God, maybe it is the monkeys and I overlooked it. This person says Greg, Gary, or Rick. Rick is the one who is dating Chelsea, who has the cute teeth.
Okay.
The British girl.
Who was the one that
I don't think
was
him
sober?
either.
Who was the one who was sober?
Oh, he relapsed last night.
And then he got into
this
the elevator with 4 girls.
3 girls and Rick.
And then
they're like, their titties are flopping around and they're like doing tons of blow. And I'm like, that looks so dark. That looks so dark. I don't think it's him either.
No,
There's 2 guns at play here. The one that was in Rick's hands, but it got thrown away last night in Bangkok.
Where?
In a trash can. But you have to remember, they're not in Bangkok. They're like far away. He had to take a flight. So now there's just one gun at play. And it is the one that's in the security guard.
What kind of gun is it?
I don't know.
Is it like a machine gun or a pistol?
No, like a pistol.
Okay.
What?
There's 3 guns.
3 guns. Where's the third?
The bad guys that came and robbed the jewelry store.
That's right. I forgot about that. So there's a guy, Valentin, who works at the hotel, and it was a setup with Guy Talk to get his two Russian friends in to rob a store inside the hotel. And Guy Talk has just put it together. Okay, so now we got 3 guns at play. 1 was left in Bangkok.
Okay.
So I personally think there's 2 guns at play. There's no way that
3 guys. I think it has something to do with the 3 guys.
All right, so you think it's Valentin and his 2 friends. Okay. This person says, I don't know, but I think the dead body is the hot guy that works at the hotel. Saxton, tsunami, dead pufferfish. It's definitely not a tsunami. There were gunshots. Someone thinks Piper, the older brother, or Gary. Please share your guesses. Love it. We're doing that. It's one of them. Def, the sketchy husband from last season. I think he has to die. You can't bring him back for a 3rd season. The white dad that's off his rocker is going to kill the whole family. A lot of people say Guy Talk, one of the Russians. We're kind of all over the place. Wow, one person said Belinda. Belinda is the woman who was going to start a spa of her own through
I think it's
Jennifer
going to
Coolidge's
be,
money, or with her money.
What's his name? Something
Valentin?
Valentin with his 2 friends. I think it's them, or I think it's a girl.
Okay. Honestly, after last night's episode, this was the first time that I was like, I truly don't know who is going to be the one to pop off. I think the dad is too obvious. He's having too many visions of pulling a murder-suicide.
That's how I feel. So I feel like, or could it be his wife?
No, she doesn't even know where the fuck she is.
That's what's scary.
I think it's going to be Guy Talk or 2 of the brothers.
Okay.
One of the brothers of the... I'm going with Guy Talk. All right, I guess we'll see Sunday.
That
oh
we
my
will.
God, it's so freaking good. There was one other girl, though, who said that she thinks Chloe... There was literally one person that wrote in that thinks it's Chloe. Chloe is dating Gary. Gary
Okay.
was married to the billionaire Jennifer Coolidge.
Yes.
I don't think it's her. I will leave it at that. I do think it's Guy Talk. That's my final answer.
But why do you not think it's her?
I just don't get that vibe. It's
does
like
she get money if he dies?
I think he's either going to die or go to prison. Like, they're looking for him in Italy. They're like, we need to bring him in for questioning, is what Belinda read online. So he wants Belinda gone. He offered her $100,000. See, and then, like she said, I'll be an accomplice to murder if I take that money. Gary's got to go down. I don't think he's the shooter. I think he's going to be taken into custody at some point. My money's on Guy Talk. I'm leaving it at that. By next episode, we're going to know who the killer is. Chloe is too... This is what I love about White Lotus, is it's not so far-fetched that you never saw it coming, right?
Yeah,
there's always something
put it in
that
front of your face.
They put it... There's a reason behind it. It's not like Chloe. There's no reason for her to shoot up the hotel.
Yeah.
At all.
I'm thinking it might be the monkeys.
That would be genius.
Monkeys. That's my
All right,
bet.
that's your bet?
Going
All
with
right,
monkeys.
let's go. Guy Talking Monkeys. I'm going to take a poll.
Deal.
And see if we're right. Okay. All right, you guys, I had the best time talking to you, I guess. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember the bracket. We are officially in round 2.
We are in the...
I'm bad at math. We eliminated half.
The
8.
We're
in
at
the Elite 8.
I was going to go the 8 Elite.
The Elite 8. I'm super excited. Remember, the link is in my bio for you guys to vote for your housewives. It's basically Easton's region and my region facing off. And at the end, he'll have a player and I'll have a player, a.k.a. housewives. They're facing off. All right, I love y'all. I'll catch you Monday for the bonus and Wednesday for a regular episode. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all 3? I'm getting really good at that.